You've heard the term survival of the fittest. This season in the NFC, it's survival of the faintest. Seattle and Minnesota are both having disappointing seasons, yet coming into their Week 14 matchup, the Vikings and Seahawks were tied for first place in their respective divisions. This game was a mirror of the whole conference. The winner didn't have to be good, just good enough.
What's up, darling? You doing good?
Yeah.
Let's win a game here. Let's go.
Care.
Have a good day, huh?
You too.
All right, ladies, are you ready for today?
Yeah!
Let's go. We're gonna get pumped up. This is our second to last home game, outside of playoffs, of course. So we want to make sure we're all having a really fun time out there. Really interact with the crowd. On three, we'll go Vikes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go Vikes!
All right, this is all set to shoot whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay?
I'll take a few.
Every year seems to start out picture perfect in Minnesota.
Vikings football continues. Vikings and Seahawks coming up. This is the Mike Tice Show. Jerry Rice, 20th year Mississippi Valley State. Still some giddy up in those legs?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. There's certain routes they're doing with him, certain routes they're not. You know, a lot of short stuff and some fades. But we got to be physical with him and challenge him.
Dante Culpepper, 4 from Randall Cunningham's single-season passing touchdown record. Does he get it today?
Well, I just want to win. If he gets no touchdowns, I really don't care. But hopefully he'll be out there making big plays today. I know he's had a great week of preparation, as had the whole team had a great week of preparation. So we'll see what happens.
Good luck today.
Thanks, man.
Does bring out the kid in everyone. However, Seattle fans are waiting for Mike Holmgren's Seahawks to finally grow up. Like Minnesota, Seattle was supposed to be a Super Bowl contender. Now both teams are struggling just to make the playoffs.
I don't know, man. We got to get a win, though. I know that. We got 4 left. This is the first one in the fourth quarter. Hawks will be ready. We're going to come out hard today.
That's what Sunday's about, man. It's crazy. Back against the wall, you know? They're all must-wins. Every last one of them. Who's out? Who's out? Fight on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Mike Holmgren, and you're watching the NFL Network.
The Vikings are the NFC's top-ranked passing team. However, they came out running against Seattle. Number 32, Ontario Smith, gained 26 yards on the game's first 3 plays. The Vikings' drive stalled when they went deep on 3rd and long.
Dante, shotgun, takes the snap, steps up, fires deep over the middle. Moss is open, and it's knocked away beautifully. It was knocked away by Marcus Trufant, and he made a big play in the end zone because the super freak had a step on him.
I guess when you got Randy Moss and you got single coverage, you're going to go for that any day of the week.
Now,
I can't believe they hit you.
On 4th and 9 from the Seattle 35, the Vikings sent on their punt team. The Seahawks, however, brought out 11 men, plus their returner, giving them 12 men on the field. The 5-yard penalty moved the ball to the Seahawks 30. Instead of punting again, Minnesota was now in range for a long field goal.
They got 12 guys.
He's kicking the field goal.
This will be a 48-yard field goal attempt for Morton Anderson. Snap, spot. Anderson gets under it. Did he get enough? It is good. 3-0 Vikings.
When it appeared as though the Seahawks were going to get out of this one alive, Morton Anderson kicks it through from 48 yards.
As Seattle began its first drive, the Seahawks not only had their minds on Minnesota, but their thoughts were also with a hurting teammate. Just hours before the game, number 82 receiver Darrell Jackson learned that his father had passed away in Florida. Jackson, however, chose to play, and he caught the first 2 passes on Seattle's opening drive.
It's nice to see Darrell Jackson, who didn't practice all week, out there making the first play of the game.
Yeah, he's got a lot of personal things going on in his life right now. I'm sure his heart is very heavy today.
Quarterback Matt Hasselbeck went to Jackson and number 84 Bobby Engram to move the ball into Minnesota territory.
Come on, guys. Come on. No game. Turnover on this play. Come on. Get on him. Get him.
On 3rd down, Hasselbeck threw behind Jackson, and the Seahawks drive stalled.
Incomplete. Off the hand of Darrell Jackson at the 15, and the Vikings defense bends, but does not break, and Josh Brown heads onto the field. He's one of the best kickers in the game this year, 20 of 21, no misses in 2 months. And if Josh Brown is able to hit this 38-yard field goal, he will be the first kicker in Seattle Seahawks history to nail 17 consecutive snap spot. Josh Brown's kick is up, and it's wide left. Forget the record, kid.
On our gang blocks, they're grabbing the tight end real hard. So let's take block it. Even if he's in the triangle, let's take block. But as you take block it, make sure you keep your eyes on because he'll run back door on you. Okay? Be alert for that.
On the play following Seattle's missed field goal, Dante Culpepper went deep for the 2nd time in the quarter.
Culpepper back to pass, fires deep, right side for Moss, and it's knocked away by Marcus Trufant, but a flag comes in, pass interference, move the chain. That was a 31-yard penalty on Marcus Trufant.
We're going to need about a pick or 2.
The Seahawks needed to do something on defense, or they would soon be run out of Minnesota.
Powerful 8-yard gain by Ontario Smith, who's having an explosive day.
We're getting enough people around the football, but we've got to wrap up the football, wrap up the ball carrier.
Mixing the runs of Ontario Smith and the passes of Culpepper, Minnesota moved easily through the Seattle defense. Already up 3-0, the Vikings were on the verge of adding to their lead.
Let's go get it. Let's get 6. Let's get 6, bud.
Handoff Ontario, cuts to the left, and surges into the end zone. He dropped the ball after he crossed the plane, but it's an Ontario Smith touchdown.
This play was designed to hit to the right, but Ontario Smith cut it all the way back to the left. Good backside blocking by the Vikings offensive line. He waltzes into the end zone. The ball did come out, but he was 2 steps in the end zone.
So here we are in game 13, and for the first time this year, the Minnesota Vikings have a double-digit lead in the first quarter. 10-0 Vikings. Put an O around Minneapolis. Ontario Smith, 9 of 52 with his 4th touchdown this year. 2 rushing, 2 receiving.
Hey, what did I say? Hey, what did I say? We score every drive. We score every drive. Hey, we scoring every drive. Good job right there, boy.
The game was not yet a quarter old, but the Seahawks were already down 10. A Hasselbeck incompletion set up a critical 3rd and 8. While Holmgren tried to remain calm, the Seahawks' sense of urgency could be seen in their quarterback.
A lot of noise here from the Viking fans in the Metrodome on 3rd and 8 for the Hawks from midfield. In motion is Darrell Jackson. Here comes the blitz again. Safety blitz. Matt gets it away down the middle. He's got his reception. Out across the 40, and as a matter of fact, inside the 35-yard line. Ingram makes a whale of a catch and gets hammered, a gain of 15.
On the next play, Bobby Ingram managed to avoid any contact with a Vikings defender.
Steps up in the pocket, looks downfield, has Bobby Ingram running wide open. 5, touchdown Seahawks, Bobby Ingram. A 35-yard touchdown catch. He was wide open.
Matt hit him right in stride. There was nobody over there. He just waltzed in for the touchdown.
Hey, wait, stay with that thing, Bob. Wait, stay with it. Way to go, Matt. Good job. Good job. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go, Matt.
You know what I felt like? I wanted to go underneath, but I felt like I was going to get squeezed. So it might have took a little longer, but I felt like the escapability going outside was a little better.
With the Vikings in zone coverage, Ingram ran behind the Vikings cornerback and 2 linebackers. Hasselbeck had enough time to allow Ingram to reach the opposite side of the field before finding him for an easy touchdown.
I think they think that we're running draw. Yeah. And I think that's what they're doing. They're trying to plug every hole, and you know. Yeah, they brought the outside guy and they brought the mic. Yeah. They blitz on Dragon.
I know.
They pulled up too, huh? Yeah. They know what it was.
Squeeze the hell out of Big Guy with that guard, okay? All right? We're good. Okay, let's go. It's us now, all right?
The Seahawks stymied the Vikings' next drive thanks to the outstanding run defense of safety Michael Boulware.
Getting the ball is Mo. Boom, right smack in the ear hole as Michael Boulware steps up inside.
Being an ex-linebacker in college, he hadn't lost any of those skills. He filled that hole beautifully. Stood Michael Bennett up right in the hole for no gain.
Minnesota's blocking failures puzzled their players and upset their coach.
How long you been here? Get that guy cut off on the backside.
So you got 40 zone. Okay, you got 40 gut. Will comes up and he comes flat. You got to stick it all the way across. With your lead draw, get your pads down. So your pads are just up too high. Just get out, taking better leverage.
We go Tiger switch again. They go Motown, Motown. Everybody yell Motown, and I'll go 88. So tight end's outside. It's 88 now, all right? Got it? 88.
Sure. Okay, they're going to try to blitz. Let's go. Let's do a good job. We'll bust their ass. Let's go.
Hasselbeck countered the Vikings blitzes with short passes. With Sean Alexander resting on the bench, Hasselbeck connected with his backup, Maurice Morris. On third down, Hasselbeck found his favorite target, Darrell Jackson. Inside Vikings territory, Hasselbeck surprised Minnesota by finding his third-string tight end.
3-step drop, he looks left, dumps it out of the flat, he has a catch. That's Hannah. He goes down the sideline. The 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10. Did he step out of bounds?
Yes, he did. At about 13-yard line, 12-yard line. But nobody covered Ryan Hannum in the left flat, and he turns up the field and probably wondering, who's going to cover me? And he finally gets caught on the 12-yard line for the Seahawks.
A 36-yard gain for Ryan Hannum. I love seeing number 83 run anywhere down the field.
I was digging on that. Yeah, he was. I thought he was going to pull something. He was running so hard. It's hard.
The Vikings were more concerned with the running of Sean Alexander. But when Alexander re-entered the game, he was used as a receiver.
Sets up the screen, has it on the right side to Sean. The 5, touchdown Seahawks, Sean Alexander.
Let's go.
That's the 16th touchdown this year for Sean Alexander.
They made it look easy, Steve. They went back to the screen, a play that's abandoned them for the last maybe 5 or 6 weeks. And Sean does the rest as he has that great nose for the end zone once he gets in the red zone.
Way to make plays.
Minnesota Vikings.
Vikings back on offense, Tice asked his two biggest weapons to get the momentum back.
Dante, straight drop, passes, caught Moss at the 40, 45. Let's see you sprint, 84, 40, 35, 30. And Randy Moss is out of bounds at the 20. And he looked like he had no hitch in his giddy up on that play. You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! What the
The Seahawks defense stiffened and did not allow another first down.
Anybody even block you? I don't do my bandit just running in the damn gap. You get blocked every time.
A 32-yard field goal opportunity for Morton Anderson. Morton flips the uprights and is good.
I wouldn't let Robbie work the nose. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Robbie can handle that nose. He'll take the nose. If you just set and go, you know.
The Seahawks' next drive lasted just one play.
1st and 10 from the 17. Hasselbeck, deep fade, right side. Is it intercepted? Yes! Brian Williams got his first interception of the year.
That was 999 2C though, man. I said, hey, you knew I was coming. You knew I was coming. Oh!
Culpepper immediately tried to convert the turnover into points, but the Seahawks were ready and had Moss double covered deep. The Vikings then employed a spread attack, enabling Culpepper to utilize his mobility.
Second and 4 from Seattle's 12. Dante shotgun takes the snap. He rolls away from the pressure right side to the 15. Pumps once. Now he flies to the 10 and out of bounds at the 8.
How do you account for a quarterback that can run?
Brandon Mitchell comes in unblocked, but you forget how quick this guy is. You just eluded Brandon Mitchell that time and ran around the end, and he's going to be maybe a little short of the first down. They're going to need a magnifying glass to see if that ball is even.
It literally is a fingernail's width distance for the first down. What is it, about an inch? So officially it's a 3rd and 1, but we know it's a 3rd and about an inch and a half.
Well, if I have a 265-pound quarterback, I know what I'm running on this play.
And he dives over the top and picks up the first down.
First down. Move those chains.
Dante steps up under pressure. Now he flips it ahead to Wiggins. Caught. Fumble! And I think Corey Withrow fell on it at the 9. A linebacker forced Jermaine Wiggins to fumble. Corey Withrow, the man on the scene, falls on it. 2nd and goal from the 9.
After Withrow's drive-saving recovery, Ontario Smith helped the Vikings inch closer to the end zone. On 3rd and goal from the 3, all eyes were on receiver Randy Moss.
They're going to double Randy. Can we double on the flat? Let's go to Wiggins.
Slant, Moss.
3rd and goal from the 3. Culpepper under center. Short drop. Pumps once to the left. Now he looks for Moss, who's wide open. Caught. Touchdown. Touchdown, Randy Moss.
A post pattern, stops, and comes back the other way. And then when you do that with that quickness, you cannot stop that.
That is the 10th touchdown this year for Randy Moss, 87th of his career.
He did that in cover 4 too. He did the same thing. I don't know if he did the same thing. I don't know if he's still reading what we in.
I think he's trying
but he came off like.
I guarantee what happened here, he was reading what we were in, and then all of a sudden he picks you up, so now he's going to run the option. If it was 2 deep, he'd run a shorter option right in here.
If the Seahawks could not figure out a way to quiet the Vikings offense, they would be hearing from this guy the rest of the afternoon.
Wistrom. Solid effort, GW. Tell the folks how you feel about your performance.
I started strong, D-Ray, but I don't think what you saw tonight was vintage Grant Wistrom. See that slip? I think we wore the wrong shoes for the surface tonight.
Well, that's all right. You can make it up in our Spotlight Dance. That's coming up next on NFL Big Man Dance Challenge.
I'm Mike Tyson. You're watching NFL Network.
Randy Moss's touchdown had the Vikings back on top. But on the ensuing kickoff, the Seattle special teams put that lead in jeopardy.
Ensuing kick, Jose Cortez, high but short. Maurice Morris fields it at the 6 center field, heads to the Seahawks bench side. 15, 20, he's loose. Chavis brings him down at the 40.
Starting with good field position, Mike Holmgren was primed for a quick score. He called on the NFC's leading rusher to launch Seattle's assault.
1st and 10 from his own 40-yard line. Eye backs behind Hasselbeck to turn the hand to Sean Alexander across the 40. He's got some room across midfield. He gets knocked down at about the 48.
When you have a cutback runner and you overrun a hole away from a gap and he cuts back and you're not there, it's all the way.
Play fake to Mo. Matt's going to throw. 7-step drop. Looks left. Throws it out into the left flat. Ball is caught by Darrell Jackson. It's inside the 30 of the Vikings. It'll be another first down, a gain of 17, and D-Jack is a man on fire.
The coaches, they gave him the option of sitting out. He wanted to be out with his mates. He said he is honoring this performance to his father. Darrell Jackson playing with a heavy heart.
1st and 10 from the 29. Matt gets it out into the right flat to Bobby Ingram. Ingram's got some room before he's knocked out of bounds. And this offense, again, is clicking.
Steve, it looks like it's going to be a track meet like we talked about. They're going up and down the football field. We can't even keep up with the pace of this football game.
Ball is at the 19, 1st and 10. Matt looks to the left. He's got a man wide open. Darrell Jackson. Touchdown, Seahawks. And these two defenses are going to be hard-pressed to keep up today. A perfect pass in the corner of the end zone. D-Jack with the catch for 6.
I don't know, Ted Cottrell. I feel bad for you. I really, really do. Every touchdown that this team has scored today, it has been a result of somebody not being anywhere near a receiver.
How alarming is this? Seattle's 3 touchdowns have covered 60 yards, 76, and 80.
Number 82's performance would make any father proud. It also put smiles on the faces of the Jackson family, who were mourning in Tampa, Florida.
Tampa Bay, baby. I'm holding it down. Tampa Bay, baby. Jackson. One time.
Time was now the enemy. Each team raced the clock, hoping to squeeze in another score before the half. Both were unsuccessful.
Culpepper fires over the middle, and he overthrows Randy Moss, who was double covered. Ken Lucas nearly had the interception.
Hawks are 2 of 3 on 3rd down. They've got 41 seconds in the half. Matt drops back 5, looks to the middle, has a completion, has a catch. Ball comes out. Are they going to call it a completion? No. Ken Walter, for the first time today, will come in and punt it away for the Seahawks.
Yeah. Was that a fumble?
Yeah, it was a fumble. He caught the ball and ran with it.
Hey, D-Ross, come here. Come here. The next time we get that, what we can do, well, we don't need it with that Fox, though. I was going to brace him, but since we got the Fox coming, we just can leave it chip and chop. Rob, come here.
Yeah. Let's run the same route we show you in practice.
Hey, Goldberg, he's wearing you out. You better quit ducking your head. You look like you're cringing in here. Come look at this picture. See, you look like you're cringing. Look at it. Play big.
Head back out. Stay square.
Minnesota and Seattle combined for 491 yards in the first half. Both defenses were shell-shocked, searching for answers. At halftime, the Vikings honored former defensive end Carl Eller. Number 81 was presented with a ring to commemorate his recent induction into the Hall of Fame. Minnesota's first half performance was hardly reminiscent of the Purple People Eaters. But in the third quarter, the Vikings defense came to life.
Seattle is 2 of 4 on third down conversions, 3rd and 9 from its own 33. Two receivers right, Rice left, split backfield, Hasselbeck, straight drop, looking right, firing right, intercepted, picked off by Brian Russell, far side, 40, 30, streaking by the Seahawks bench, out of bounds at the 13. And the Vikings, trailing by 1, take over with great field position.
How could that not be pass interference? I don't understand it.
No flag on the play. Jeremy Urban was just knocked all over the place by Derrick Ross, and no flag was thrown. Mike Holmgren ought to be incensed.
This time, Brian Russell, playing in the right spot, did a good job of watching for that ball, cut across, and makes the play.
That number 2 guy coming up the field. What we might want to do is lock that. Wait. Lock it and let the corner run with that guy across the field.
Okay, we can do that.
That way it takes some pressure off of you for the shallow cross.
Listen, we'll lock it, but since we had Buster wide, he was able to stay on number 2, and I pushed to 3. Smart, let's go, baby! Okay.
Best Buy is proud to
gotta play fast!
Toys for Tots.
Minnesota took over deep in Seahawks territory. One of the Vikings' favorite plays in the red zone is the jump ball to Randy Moss.
I want to make a play. Hey, 2-3. Well, since over here, wait. I'll be out there in a minute, all right? I'll be out there in a minute, True Fight.
Culpepper calls an audible.
They're going to Moss. I mean, he's got single coverage down here.
Back to pass. Joe's right.
Oh, this sits.
Fade right. Moss. It's up for grabs. Incomplete.
Oh! No!
Single coverage by Marcus Trufant on Randy Moss. Oh, you're dead right about that. You're looking at a 6'4 receiver and a 5'11 cornerback. Dante probably could have thrown that bad boy a little higher, huh?
You know they're going to throw those jump balls to him so many times a game. Great play by Marcus Trufant.
31-yard field goal. Snap. Spot. Morton Anderson gets under it beautifully and nails it easily. So the Vikings have scored 10 points today off interceptions.
They pulled the lineman, and then they ran 44 wide. So I went outside of 44. You know what I'm saying? He stayed inside of me. I had to spin back. Yeah, you got the force. Yeah.
Hey, we'll run the draw out of Zebra now. Remember that now, huh? Zebra, so let's do a good job. Because we'll come back to Zebra and run the fullback for you.
Tell Herb, if he's in there and you go see posts, it's to keep his track. Might be second window.
Holding Minnesota to a field goal was at the very least a moral victory. Down by 2, Jerry Rice became the catalyst for another sustained drive. In the third quarter, Seattle held the ball for nearly 12 minutes and outgained Minnesota 114-21.
Second and 10 from their own 48. He drops 3, looks to the middle, fires, he's got a shot, sliding to make the catch. That's another good guy's first down. Darrell Jackson and Matt Hasselbeck hooking up again.
First and 10 from the Vikings 33. Play action. Hasselbeck boots out to the right, fires to the right, caught by Rice, and he was wide open. 18-yard connection. Hasselbeck to Jerry Rice.
Seattle's drive faltered in the red zone. On third down, the Seahawks short-circuited again.
Seattle on third down. Seattle 2 of 5. And it's a blown play. They hand off to Ali Alexander, but Lance Johnstone flew it up at the 15. Loss of 7. Josh Brown on for a field goal. He's 0 of 1.
Well, something happened there between Hasselbeck and Sean Alexander. You could tell that was a busted play. And, of course, when you have that, Lance Johnstone was all over it.
Well, now the ball spotted at the 23 for Josh Brown. It'll be a 33-yard field goal attempt to spot. The kick is up by Josh, and it's good, who missed one earlier in the game.
And Seattle reclaims the lead, 24-23, with 6:42 to go in the third quarter.
Let's go! Let's go, big dog!
There's the end of the quarter. Seahawks 24, Vikings 20.
The Vikings offense sat idle on the sideline for most of the quarter. Trying to make up for lost time, Minnesota began to press.
And this Sunday in Minneapolis has been anything but decaffeinated. 42 first-half points, just 6 in the second half.
See, I have a problem with that pass. You don't need a home run ball here. You just need to pick up the first down.
And Darren Bennett now will be on to punt.
Yeah, the difference between me and you went outside, I went inside. On which one? On the Nets, you know the loopers? Yeah. Go inside. Oh. You went outside. Yeah, when he came, I jumped him out. Yeah, stay inside. Yeah. That's why I can't clean.
As the fourth quarter began, the Seahawks offense continued to break down.
Seattle is 3 of 7 on third down. Hasselbeck takes the snap, straight drop, looking left, sack! Big sack! Sack number 11 this year for Kevin Williams.
Yeah, and I just don't know another player in the league that's having the kind of year that Kevin Williams is. He just made a swim move to the left, single blocked in there. He just beat him to the inside, or outside then inside, and makes the big sack.
After moving the ball at will in the first half, neither team could score in the second. In the end, this game would be decided by defense.
I can't catch my breath. Might be that booger hanging out of your nose.
Still, Hasselbeck was able to sniff out a flaw in the Vikings defense. An over-aggressive pass rush. Hasselbeck's release was a shade quicker than the Vikings' rush.
And Matthew shows his stuff again. He is under pressure, wrapped up, and still gets that ball off for a first down.
Even with Vikings nipping at his heels, Hasselbeck kept his cool. He also fought off his fatigue and faked out Minnesota's front four with a 13-yard run. Then Sean Alexander carried the Seahawks into Minnesota territory.
Return the hand to Sean. He's got a hole. He's across midfield. There he goes. The 40, the 35. Inside the 35 is Sean Alexander.
And this is a great drive by the Seahawks here, taking a lot of time off the clock, keeping that Vikings offense over there on the sideline where they belong.
You got to get points. Well, they haven't scored, what, in 3 straight drives?
No, they haven't.
Need to get some points here.
Let's go! Take it home! Take it home! Come on, Matt! Come on, Matt! Come on, Matt!
But the Seahawks were forced out of field goal range.
He comes rolling to his right side, looking for somebody. Now he's in trouble. Now he gets hammered and knocked down. I mean, he was smacked.
They try to stretch it because we're in the G scheme and then let the back run off the Mike backer. So you getting that combination, that power scoop or power slip block, you got to hold the point on the guy you're on. Don't keep running.
1st and 10 from their own 32. Culpepper's under center. Ontario Smith, the lone setback. Wiggins, the tight end, in motion. Smith is going to get it. He fumbles the ball. He drops it in the backfield, and the Seahawks fall on it. The ball never really secured by Ontario Smith. The Hawks get it, and they're in business.
And the Seahawks have turned over the Vikings at a very, very critical time of the game and season.
The Seahawks, who lead the NFC in takeaways, saw Sean Alexander as their best chance to capitalize on Minnesota's miscue. Alexander carried twice for 16 yards. But when confronted with a 3rd and 5 on the Minnesota 10, the Seahawks bypassed the NFL's touchdown leader. Instead, they put the ball in Hasselbeck's hands, and Seattle's opportunity to score a touchdown ended with a resounding thud. But place kicker Josh Brown ensured that the Seahawks didn't come away empty-handed.
Ball spotted at the 18, a 28-yard field goal attempt by Josh Brown. It's up and it's good. So the Seahawks tack on 3. Josh Brown with a 28-yard field goal makes it the Hawks 27. The Vikings 23. There are 3:40 to play in this game. Stand by. This is going to be a barn burner. The Seahawks defense has been up to the task today against this high-powered Minnesota offense.
Don't make it longer than we have to. 3 and out.
Dante Culpepper challenged a Seahawks team that has squandered fourth-quarter leads in 3 games this year.
Steps up deep left side looking for Randy Moss. Penalty flag, interference at the 30-yard line in front of the Vikings bench.
Minnesota moved 53 yards in just 3 snaps.
With 2:30 and counting to go in the game, 27-23 Seahawks. The Vikings are approaching Seattle's red zone in desperate need of a touchdown.
And you're going to do it by not putting yourself in a position to turn the ball over.
But the Vikings put themselves exactly in that position when they opted for razzle-dazzle over reliability.
Randy Moss comes around. He's got the end around there. He goes to the right side. Got a little bit of room. Now he's going to throw. Throws to the It is intercepted in the end zone. Guy, you know who. Number 28, Michael Boulware, who comes up with a huge play. As the Vikings get greedy, try to throw an end-around pass from Randy Moss, throws it into the teeth of the defense, and Boulware comes up with the pick.
He comes out of nowhere.
The Seattle defense was pitching a shutout in the fourth quarter, and Mike Tice's hope of changing that situation was fading.
Come on, D, come on!
The Vikings had to shut down Sean Alexander, who had already gained over 100 yards. The safest strategy for Seattle was to keep the ball on the ground and keep the clock moving. But the Seahawks couldn't resist the chance for an aerial kill shot.
3rd and 7 with 1:55 to play. Matt play fakes, drops back, he's going deep, he's got Darryl Jackson, he's got the catch across midfield, into Vikings territory and out of bounds at the 40 with 1:48 to play. A huge first down.
37-yard cold-blooded connection from Matt Hasselbeck to Darryl Jackson.
Darryl Jackson's reception gave Seattle a fresh set of downs, but the Seahawks were unable to run out the clock.
A 3rd and 9, and the ball at the Vikings 39-yard line. The play fake. Oh, Matt is hit it back there, but he gets away. Is he going to throw? No. Now he's running. He's running for his life, and he's dropped. He stays in bounds, but he's dropped for a loss of yardage on the play as he gets away from one man, but he's finally ridden down for a sack and a loss of yards. The clock keeps ticking.
While Hasselbeck passed for 334 yards, he was largely ineffective in the second half. He threw an interception and was sacked 3 times. After this sack, the Seattle defense was once again handed the task of stopping the NFC's top-rated passing offense.
Hey! No coverage. None. I don't give a... Let's get the call. Get it. All right? Let's play.
And Dante Culpepper, Mr. Superman for these Vikings, comes out of the huddle. He's got 44 seconds and no timeouts.
They need to do something they have not done in quite some time. March 90 yards.
Come on, D, get us the ball!
Get in there, T. Come on, get the ball.
Come on, go, Chief! Get him!
Dante steps up. He's looking to fire over the middle. He dumps it to Wiggins at the 25 to the 30. Heads to the right, trying to get out of bounds.
Tackle! Come on! Tackle! Come on! God dang it! Come on!
With Jermaine Wiggins' 21-yard catch and carry, the Vikings advanced to their own 36. From there, Culpepper connected with Randy Moss for the first time in the second half. Moss, who finished the game with 4 catches for 104 yards, put Minnesota in range for one final desperation play.
Is there anything that Randy Moss can't do?
Well, he can't throw.
Jam! Keep in there. Don't let him step up.
Come on. Come on.
Jam! Watch tight end right there.
Culpepper out of the shotgun. Final play of the game. He takes the snap. He steps up. He's looking to win it, but he's sacked, and that's the ball game. He was sacked by Antonio Cochran.
But Seattle celebrated a sack that the officials didn't see.
Was there a whistle?
Call him down.
Now, wait a minute.
Oh, my heavens. Jermaine Wiggins dropped the ball in the back of the end zone. Dante, apparently sacked by Antonio Cochran, sat on top of Cochran. His knee actually did go down, but the officials missed it. He got a reprieve.
The reprieve didn't lead to a dramatic finish.
Culpepper gets up and throws the ball thinking he had a shot. The ball is tipped at the last second, and Wiggins can't bring it in. And the Seahawks hang on.
Both of these teams seem to be hanging on. Together, they've dropped 11 of their last 17 games. Yet both teams are in the thick of contention in a thin conference. And the Seahawks own sole possession of first place in the NFC West.
Nothing is easy for this football team.
Man.
But they hung on and made plays when they had to. And even at that, it almost looked like they were going to bring them back.
Don't give up on us like that, man. Hey, man, that was hard work right there. But winning is good. Winning is good.
It's good. Winning.
And that's about it.
The Vikings have lost 5 of their last 7 games. But in the flawed and failing NFC, the Vikings would make the playoffs as a wild card team if the season ended today. The Seahawks have lost 6 out of their last 10, but they too would be in the playoffs as champions of the NFC West. Seattle leads the St. Louis Rams by 1 game, but if they should tie, the Rams would win the division because they swept the season series with the Seahawks. The outcome of the NFC West will probably be decided by the New York Jets, who in the next 3 weeks will play both St. Louis and Seattle.
Well, I think both teams played hard. You know, I think Mike and I mean, I love coaching, but I think battling for my life is a little strong, you know.